Good morning, my brothers and sisters. What's up, Israel? This is your boy, Yah's Chosen One, man. We are in the great book of Jasher, man. This is Real X-Men, part 15. Uh, Man, this is an awesome series, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this, man. I have really learned a lot from this, and I hope you have too. So we're in the great book of Jasher. This is the Real X-Men. This is part 15. I want you, if you have your book of Jasher, to turn to chapter 40. And remember, our brothers, Judah and Judah leading and the other tribes are fighting against these Canaanite kings and their cities, and all this stems from raping of their daughter Dinah. And nobody stood up for Dinah to tell Shechem that this was wrong, and this is what it all stems from. So, you know, think about it. Things happen, and these are powers that you will have one day. Alright, chapter 40, verse 1, book of Jasher. And the sons of Jacob led away all the spoil of Gaash, and went out of the city by night. They were going out marching toward the castle of Beth-Corin, and the inhabitants of Beth-Corin were going to the castle to meet them. And on that night the sons of Jacob fought with the inhabitants of Beth-Corin in the castle of Beth-Corin. And all the inhabitants of Beth-Corin were mighty men. One of them would not flee from before 1,000 men. And they fought on that night upon the castle, and their shouts were heard on that night from afar, and the earth quaked at their shouting. And all the sons of Jacob were afraid of those men, as they were not accustomed to fight in the dark. And they were greatly confounded. And the sons of Jacob cried unto Yah, saying, Give help to us, Yah. Deliver us, that we may not die by the hands of these uncircumcised men. I kind of look at them as like those orcs, in Lord of the Rings. These fighting at nighttime, forces of darkness against our brothers, 12 tribes, And all the sons, and Yah hearkened to the voice of the sons of Jacob, and Yah caused great terror and confusion to seize the people of Beth-Corin, and they fought amongst themselves, the one with the other in the darkness of night, and smote each other in great numbers. It's kind of like when you play those RPG games, you have like this magic where like confusion, and it causes the other. See, even the video games get it all out of this. You know what I'm saying? And it causes your enemies to fight against each other. And the sons of Jacob, knowing that Yah had brought a spirit of perverseness amongst those men, and that they fought each man with his neighbor, went forth from among the bands of the people of Beth-Corin, and went as far as the descent of the castle of Beth-Corin, and further. And they tarried there securely with their young men on that night. And the people of Beth-Corin fought the whole night, one man with his brother, and the other with his neighbor. And they cried out in every direction upon the castle, and their cry was heard at a distance, and the whole earth shook at their voice, for they were powerful above all the people of the earth. They were giants, man. These were more giants. They were powerful above all people of the earth. These were shouting of giants, man. To all people of the earth. Humans were made lower than Malachim. And these Nephilim seed people, man, they were strong people. And all the inhabitants of the cities of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Hivites, and all the kings of Canaan, and also those who were on the other side of the Jordan, heard the noise of the shouting on that night. And they said, Surely these are the battles of the Hebrews, who are fighting against the 7 cities, who came nigh unto them. And who can stand against those Hebrews? Kind of like in Revelation. And who will be able to stand? Who can stand against these Hebrews, man? And all the inhabitants of the cities of the Canaanites, and all those who were on the other side of Jordan, were greatly afraid of the sons of Jacob. For they said, Behold, the same will be done to us as was done to those cities. For who can stand against their mighty strength? Just like in Revelation, who will be able to stand? And the cries of the Koranites were very great on that night, and continued to increase, and they smote each other till morning, and numbers of them were killed, using that spirit of confusion. And the morning appeared, and all the sons of Jacob rose up at daybreak, and went up to the castle, And they smote those who remained of the Koranites in a terrible manner, and they were all killed in the castle. And the sixth day appeared, and all the inhabitants of Canaan saw at a distance all the people of Beth-Korin lying dead in the castle of Beth-Korin, and strewed about as the carcasses of lambs and goats. You see, it's just in the land, like in vampire movies, man. You know, like what is that, Queen of the Damned, when people just laying out about, just carcasses of them just laid out, and you know, it's like carcasses of lambs and goats. It's just out there, just laid out, man, dead. And the sons of Jacob led all the spoil which they had captured from Gaash, and went to Beth-Korin. And they found the city full of people, like the sand of the sea, and they fought with them. And the sons of Jacob smote them there till evening time. And the sons of Jacob did unto Beth-Korin as they had done to Gaash and Tapnach, and as they had done to Chazar, to Sarton, and to Shiloh. And the sons of Jacob took with them the spoil of Beth-Korin, and all the spoil of the cities. And on that day they went home to Shechem. And Shechem is where it all started. That's where it all started, man. They slaying all these cities, and they went back home because they were still dwelling in Shechem. And the sons of Jacob came home to the city of Shechem, and they remained without the city. And they then rested there from war, and tarried there all night. And all their servants, together with all the spoil that they had taken from the cities, they left without the city, and they did not enter the city, for they said, peradventure, that there may be yet more fighting against us, and they may come to besiege us in Shechem. And Jacob and his sons and their servants remained on that night and the next day in the portion of the field which Jacob had purchased from Hamor for 5 shekels, and all that they had captured was with them. And all the booty which the sons of Jacob had captured was in the portion of the field, immense as the sand upon the seashore. And the inhabitants of the land observed them from afar. And all the inhabitants of the land were afraid of the sons of Jacob, who had done this thing, for no king from the days of old had ever done the like. Nobody had ever done that, man. It was amazing. No one had ever done that. You had all these giants and everything, and the thing that stopped the giants were the flood. And these were the sons of Jacob just slewing everybody. Giants, men of renown, everybody. And the 7 kings of the Canaanites resolved to make peace with the sons of Jacob, for they were greatly afraid for their lives. Why didn't they do that before? On account of the sons of Jacob. And on that day, being the 7th day, Japhiah, king of Hebron, sent secretly to the king of Ai, and the king of Gibeon, and the king of Shalom, and to the king of Adullam, and to the king of Lachish, and to the king of Chazar, and to all the Canaanitish kings who were under their subjection, saying, Go up with me, and come to me, that we may go to the sons of Jacob, and I will make peace with them, and form a treaty with them, lest all your lands be destroyed by the swords of the sons of Jacob, as they did to Shechem and the cities around it, as you have heard and seen. And when you come to me, do not come with many men, but let every king bring his 3 head captains, and every captain bring 3 of his officers. And come to all of you to Hebron, and we will go together to the sons of Jacob, and supplicate them that they shall form a treaty of peace with us. And all the kings did as the king of Hebron had sent to them, for they were all under his counsel and command. And all the kings of Canaan assembled to go to the sons of Jacob, to make peace with them. And the sons of Jacob returned and went to the portion of the field that was in Shechem, for they did not put confidence in the kings of the land. They didn't want to be fooled. I think this happened before. They didn't want to be fooled. And the sons of Jacob returned and remained in the portion of the field 10 days, and no one came to make war with them. And when the sons of Jacob saw that there was no appearance of war, they all assembled and went to the city of Shechem. And the sons of Jacob remained in Shechem. And all the expiration of 40 days, all the kings of the Amorites assembled from all their places and came to Hebron to Japhiah, king of Hebron. And the number of kings that came to Hebron to make peace with the sons of Jacob was 21 kings. And the number of captives that came with them was 69. and their men were 189, and all these kings and their men rested by Mount Hebron. All right. So these Canaanite kings are finally coming to their senses, it seems, because they know they can't beat them. So this King Japhia sounds pretty wise, but we'll see if he's just trying to do crafty counsel against our brothers. But our brothers aren't stupid, so they decide to just wait it out. Hi, this is your boy Yah's Chosen One Man, and you are chosen too because you continue to listen to the word. And I will get back at you on the next one. Shalom.